Hey Patrick, Paul Cundiff here. I just wanted to show you the end of your stringer, the cracks that were obvious, the cracks that weren't so obvious, and then of course the rot once we got that out. He's in the process of putting the new rear end portion of the stringer back in. This was your transom bow. Right here is the transom bow. And as you can see, it's a bow shape. That's why it's called a transom, or that's why it's called a bow. It's upside down laying here, but you can see all the screw holes that were in it and so forth. You can see the rot, which is right above the end of the keel. And the end of the keel, though, managed to escape. There might have been a little rot, I guess, in the end of the keel. We were able to cut that off and then treat it with epoxy, and then fill the area that was rotted. We filled that with epoxy. It's just a spacer at that point back there in the back. I'll go over there and show it to you closer. And of course, we're just trying to get you. We're trying to get you 3 more years before you do the bottom, and this will get inspected again when we do the bottom. You'll see whether or not the repair's held. But that's the little area that had a little bit of rot in it. And so we just cut it out, all the rot out. We treated it with Everwood and clear penetrating epoxy sealer. And between those two, that should give you, that should arrest the rot. But again, when the bottom comes off, we'll be able to look at that from the back side. And here's the new stringer going in. And he's getting it all clamped up. It's got what's called a scarf joint on it. And while I'm here, we had to replace some of the inner layer. And we just did it with BS 1088 1/4 inch plywood. And because that had some minor rot in it. And evidently he found some minor rot over here that he might have told me about. I don't remember for sure. But anyway, we've got that replaced as well. And that's all glued in with 5200. So that will be throwaway 3 years from now or 6 years from now or whenever it is that you like to have the bottom done. And then, of course, that will be throwaway. But for the most part, this isn't going to be throwaway. We'll remove the bottom from the new transom bow. This is where the transom bow went. And we'll remove the bottom from that, and that transom bow will stay in place. So that repair is that portion of the repair is not going to be throwaway. Just a very minor portion will be redone. Let's see, what else can I show you back here? This was the frame that the strut came through. That this would have been, that would have been how it came through. Let's see here. Yeah, oh, here we go. There we go. And they had put a lot of screws in here. The other frames, there's 2 other frames that were adjacent to this frame, and they didn't have any screws in the bottom of it, just this one. So the bottom is now attached to those other 2 frames, and of course this frame is going in as new. Actually, it's already in. Yep, there it is. That frame has been replaced with this one right here. So let's see, what else can I show you? Oh, I was mentioning the scarf joint. So the scarf joint is if you think of a scarf, a woman's scarf, you have that's the shape of the end of the scarf, right? So that gives us more surface area to glue to. We've got about a 6-to-1 scarf on this. Well, actually it's 1.5 inches, and that's probably 6 inches long. So I guess we got about 4-to-1 scarf joint right here. That's the minimum you want to have. You'd like to have more than that, but that's also all we could get without interfering with where the lifting rings bolt on. So anyway, he's gluing all that together, and we're going to butt splice over that. If it was purely a scarf joint, we would go for an 8-to-1, but we're going to have a lap over that with the BS 1088 3/4 inch plywood, and that's an example of a piece of that plywood. Okay, so let's see. I think that's most of the news to show you. This piece, I can't, let's see, there we go. This piece was the piece that the rudder packing was in, and that's this other side just completely broke away with a blunt instrument. It wasn't even a sharp tool, and then of course this one, you can see how bad it was. So you can probably get more than 3 years out of this. I know you're only wanting 3 before you want to put a bottom on, but you might be able to get more out of this. Oh, another interesting thing was, what are we doing with that coin we found? Am I giving you $10 for it?
Top right drawer of my toolbox.
Okay, so interesting thing, and we decided we would give it to you. It's finders, keepers, losers, weepers. Top right-hand corner of your toolbox.
Yeah.
Up here?
No, right in front of the drawers.
Oh, in the drawer? Gotcha. Oh, yeah, there it is. So we found something interesting. A 1942 Walking Liberty $50. They're only worth about 10. In good shape. Well, yeah, in good shape. They're only worth, I think they might go up to 30 if they're in better condition, like mint condition. So we talked about who gets it, and we decided you should get it. And the guy that found it, I'm going to give him the $10. So, and that was Derek that found it. So anyway, we didn't want to, anyhow, we thought that was pretty cool. And you can see the outline of where this was trapped in the boat. So we believe that this was trapped when the boat was built. The guy had a 1942 $50 minted in Philadelphia in his pocket that he lost while he was working on the boat. So anyway, we're putting that for safekeeping in here for now, and we'll make sure you get that. Well, I think that's about it for ZZ. And for anybody that's watching, this was ZZ Top's boat. That would be Billy Gibbons, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So some people pay attention to who the artists are. I don't. But anyway, so that's pretty cool that the boat was ZZ Top's, Billy Gibbons' boat. And it's a 23-foot Chris Craft barrelback for everybody's information. All right. Well, if you like these videos, be sure to subscribe. And you can even hit the notification bell, and you'll know when a new video comes out. We do 10 or 15 videos a week, sometimes more, sometimes less. Just depends on what else is going on in the shop. And glad to have you as a subscriber. And if nothing else, glad to have you watch our videos. Thank you.